Hey, what's going on, everybody? What are you guys doing here down in my, what do you call this? This is not a closet. What is the word for this in English? It's not a skuffa, we say in Iceland. What are you doing down in my skuffa? Anyways, my name is Arnulfur, and today I want to talk to you about how I go about creating a routine when performing magic, and specifically in a paid walk-around situation. So I got the question the other day in my comments from John David Roadilla he said, please make a tutorial. I need my glasses, wait a minute. All right, now I can see again. He said, please make a tutorial on how to make your own routine in walk-around gigs. I know many card tricks, but I do know how I can compile them into one big shot. Well, John, I have some tips for you, and I'll talk to you about how I go about doing this. Water is ready, and I need a cup, okay? Should I sit like this the entire video? Now, we were talking about building a routine. Now, when building a routine, I always want my magic to go up, 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 up. So I basically think about it like this. It's an opener, a build, and a closer. And I want my opener to be strong, because I'm trying to grab their attention and wanting them to invest in me, invest their time in me. But I want my next trick to be stronger than the opener, and the closer should be so strong. It should be the strongest trick that you have and know, because I want it really to BAM! Remember that. So that's the first thing I think about. And also, I might just do one trick. I usually do no more than 4 tricks, usually 3 tricks, but that really depends on the group. So let's say that I'm out working, somebody's hiring me, and I'm doing a gig, and I walk up to a group of people and I feel that they are not so interested, I just do my first trick. Like, if you've been performing magic, you've probably been in that situation when you're in mid trick, you've already started, and you just notice that they are not interested at all. They're just there being polite, being like, yeah, and you kind of have to go on because you can't just stop and say like, so it kind of gets this little awkwardness. Yeah, that's not good. So basically, I have my opener. If I feel like that this group is good, I'll do another trick and then the closer. I wanted to set the tone for what I'm doing, and what I mean by that, like, if I'm doing card tricks, some funny card tricks, just set the tone for what they're about to witness. And I wanted to grab their attention. Because when you think about it, when you walk up to people in this situation, you're kind of on trial. People are really deciding if they should invest their time in you and if you're interesting. So you better have something good to show them and not be too long. Now, after my opener, here's why it's good to have it structured. Even if you just structure it by an opener that is a pretty strong effect, but it's not as strong as the build, and the build is not as strong as the closer. So basically, you're making it stronger, stronger, stronger. Even if you just do that and nothing else makes sense, you're still better off than having no structure at all, because you don't want that dip. The other day I was doing some magic. I was in Norway. It was not a paid situation or anything. So I did a trick and it was way too strong for the next trick. So I did a trick, they were like, whoa! And then I did a trick that it's pretty suitable for. So basically I just go and peek at the card and I read their mind, okay? And usually that gets okay reaction, especially if it's the first trick. But there I got almost no reactions. because it was a dip. Because they've already seen something really, really cool, and the next thing was not as cool. And then it could dip, and you don't want that dip. Or I don't want that dip. If you want that dip, that's cool. You do you. But I don't want that dip. I'm sorry to interrupt my own broadcast just like this, but I really, really want to try to make one thing as clear as I possibly can. You see, when I'm constructing a routine for my magic show, whether it's on stage or a close-up situation, I really, really want the act to flow from the opener until the closer as smoothly as possible, making it feel like a whole act instead of, you know, just bunch of random tricks. And the way I do that is mainly, damn, this thing is heavy. My arms are and the way I do that is by mainly focusing on two things. Either I pick tricks that really flow well with each other. For example, if I might open with a ace production, boom, all the 4 aces. A supernatural way to go from there would be to use these 4 aces in the next trick, building up to the closer. The second thing I think about is story and pattern. I try my hardest to make my pattern and story also flow and making sense in the whole act. And I usually combine both of them. That's usually what I do. But I've sometimes had like 4 random tricks: a card trick, a coin trick, and a sponge ball. And with story and pattern, I make it all feel super organic and make it feel like it all connects with each other. Yeah, I hope this makes. Damn, this is heavy. This camera, how do these vloggers do this every day? They must be super buff just here. Anyways, back to the video. Hey, here's a cool homework you can do. Take a piece of paper, write down what tricks are cool for openers that you know, what tricks are cool for a middle part, and what tricks are cool for closers. And in a close-up environment, I think I mentioned it before, I usually do, it's ideal if I can do 3 or 4 tricks. That's ideal. Often it's just 2, maybe 3. 3 is pretty cool, then I have an opener, a middle part, a build, and a closer. So yeah, I write them down and then I know. And then I can then when I've written them down and I know what tricks I know that fit in these categories, you can start build. And in a walk-in environment, I try to have a few of these on, so I don't have to go in my corner and reset all the time. So, and knowing as many impromptu tricks as possible is just good. So I'm always on the lookout after some cool impromptu tricks, because then you can really do it on the fly. And if you have a few impromptu tricks and you can build a routine with it, you're golden. But every now and then I usually sit down, I reset, I drink a little water, or maybe some beer. So yeah, John. Hey, John also asked if I can give him a shout out. Sure, man. Go check John out, okay? I bet he's a great dude. At least you look at the picture, you're smiling. You have a big, beautiful smile, my friend. So I bet you're I bet you're a nice dude. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to ask. I'll try my very best to answer them. This is how I go about building a routine and how I think about this when I structure my acts. I hope this helps you. If you have any tips for me, please let me know in the comments down below. I think this was clear enough. If not, I'll do that. So yeah, please hit that thumbs up for me. You know what to do. Subscribe, smack that like button. Don't smack that smack that down button. I don't like that. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Thank you for watching.